Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for episode 5 of Off the Grid. That has been an incredibly long trip. I had to get back to town, but I've picked up some goodies. And unfortunately it's too late tonight to show them to you, so let me go get some sleep. I am beat. I'll see you guys in the morning. Sunrise over the lake, absolutely gorgeous. So, here's what happened. I was mowing the grass, got a little carried away with the mowing, and I looked at our new field, and lo and behold, our crops have started to grow. Look at that. Our wheat's coming up. So I put down some more fertilizer, and I got to thinking about that situation with how to harvest this stuff, how to bring it off the field, and so I realized that, well, it's not going to be too much longer before that's going to probably have to happen. So I had to go back into town. I met up with my buddy Ed, and well, he came through. You are never going to believe what I brought back with me, plus some extra stuff too. But this thing, look at that beauty. Look at it. That is a harvester that I can pull behind my tractor. How amazing is that? Picked up a couple barrels of diesel fuel. I knew I was going to need them. It was another thing that I forgot to bring with me. We just didn't even consider it. And then this old wood chipper. Got that for a steal. It's pretty beat up, but it works. The guy tested it for me. It works just fine. I'm kind of surprised I got it back here, but I think you saw how slow I was driving. So anyway, yeah, we've got some new stuff for the homestead, and you know, all of this was a little bit awkward, so I had to find interesting and unique ways to keep it on the trailer. But hey, it worked out. I just threw a log over the tire here. Let's get that out of the way. And one on this side. And then I put one, that shifted a little bit, but I did manage to get one to hold down the wood chippers, so hey, whatever works, right? Whatever works. Let's see if we can't get this stuff off the truck. I'm not so much worried about the wood chipper, but I do want to see about getting that harvester. Yeah, this was the barn find of the century. The guy said it had never been used. And it was incredibly well taken care of. I mean, look at this thing. Woo! Let's see what we got. Hey, it's working. We don't have anything to harvest with it right now, but it's working. That is going to do our little farm just right. Check that out. Close it back up. That's nice. It shifts off to the right, but to tow it, it's a matter. It'll just slide right back right behind me, and that is gonna be a wonderful solution. Man, Ed came through. I was a little disappointed in him when I realized that we hadn't taken that into consideration, but man, he did it. Just pop that right in there for now. Yeah, so I got to get back on this grass, obviously, because it is very much in the way. That'll take just a minute. Yeah, it's already starting to grow back. Look at that. I can't just leave it sit there. I guess I'm just going to have to try to manhandle these barrels. They'll be heavy, but if I tip them and roll them, I think that shouldn't be a problem. Slide it right off the edge there. Well, they slide pretty well. That's all that really matters. Oh, that hurt. I think I'll put this other one right over by the toolbox. That'll be easy access for the equipment to get to. And let's park up this trailer because I need to put the tailgate down on the truck to get this wood chipper out. I think before I got this truck, somebody was kind of getting ready to start street rodding it or something, and the first thing they did was was put some nasty halogen lights on it. I don't like them; they're too blue. I'd just prefer to have regular white bulbs. But can't complain. it's served me well. And if that's the worst problem I have with it, then so be it. Well, I wonder, this is probably not healthy, but I'm going to try something ugly here. It wants to go. It's trying. No such luck. Oh, yep, there we go. Whatever was I thinking? Try this front loader on the tractor and see if that won't do something to help us out. See what I mean? I'm getting low on fuel. I mean, I still have about a third of a tank, but still, even the tractor's starting to run low. We haven't used it that much. Small tank. Yeah, I better give myself more room, you're right. I just want to try to lift it up just enough to turn it, right? Right. That's not gonna do it. Here, let's try this. Let's try coming in from the rear, see if we can't lift and pull a little bit. Hey, you know, when you decided to live in a situation like this, what you've decided is that you could find a solution for any frickin' problem, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Come on now. Whoa, hold the phone. The tractor wants to hook up to it. Well, it wanted to hook up to it, but it sure as heck didn't want to pull it out. Alright. We're going to try something else here. This is coming. It's coming one way or another. Let's see. Can we get it? Can we get him beside it and just push it? Oh, it's going. I know what I could have done there. We're gonna try this again. If it'll still decides it wants to hook up to the tractor, I got an idea. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Yes. Where there's a will, there's a way. Who are we going to call? AAA to come out here and help us? No. We stand on our own 2 feet here, by God. Alright. We got to give it a test drive. New equipment always requires a test drive, right? And since I just happen to have some logs here, okay. Well, I don't really want it to shoot at my noggin, which is kind of what it seems like it wants to do here all of a sudden. I wonder. No, that doesn't have a... See, I was trying to see if there was a trailer hitch on the back here, but there's not. Alright, well, it's running. Let's see what it'll do. I think it's ready to put that in that trailer, so it looked like it was swinging toward it. Oh yeah, there we go. If I could aim it. That's pretty slick. Now we're cooking with grass. Now we're cooking with grass. It's been a long night, man. Now we're cooking with gas. Actually, I guess really say we're cooking with wood, but whatever. I don't care. It works, and it's doing what it's supposed to do, and that's all I care about right now. That's fabulous. We got a nice little load of wood chips there already, and we only did 3 logs. That is excellent. Okay. Test complete. And I think we'll just park this right up over here too. Now I got another situation. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. But I need to make some money. I know, I've been saying all along this is not about making money, but I don't have enough to accomplish what I want to accomplish for the homestead. I realize 35,000 is quite a bit of cash, really, to have on hand, which is pretty darn good considering you know, everything we've got and what we've done and all that jazz. But I had too much time to think while I was driving. And, well, yeah, I have something that I want to do for the homestead that's going to help us out in the future, because you know what? We got a lot of trees to clear out if we want to expand this, and this little tiny field is not going to be enough to sustain everything. So, with that said, I'm going to get this grass taken care of, and then it's going to be log loading day. Our big pile of trees over here, they're going to get cut up, they're going to get put on our flatbed trailer right there, and going to try to get them to the sawmill and sell them. Now, yeah, that's going to be the plan. So, let's get on with it, because it's going to take a lot of work, but anything worth doing, or I guess I should say, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I don't know if this grass is tall enough to cut yet. Now that grass is. I don't know about the stuff over here though. No, not really. It's not really cutting. So what I'm going to do is just rake it up. Yeah, we'll rake it and get it picked up. Okay. Well, the best laid plans and all that jazz. I use this rake just a little bit. It seems to work pretty well. It certainly spins well. Actually, let me put the truck away. It's going to be in my way if I don't. Yeah, there's a few things that I came across in my trip that they've given me some ideas about what to do to be self-sufficient up here and how to manage the property just a little bit better. And one thing that I was struggling with that I hadn't quite figured out yet was, what am I going to do about electricity or light of some kind, because I can't keep using the vehicle lights for everything. I mean, that's just not even feasible. So I've been looking into that a little bit too, and believe it or not, it is possible to create ways to generate your own power. And believe it or not, we can do it with wood. And I think we have no shortage of wood. No innuendo intended. So get that filthy thought out of your mind. No, we definitely, we have no short, I mean, yeah. We have more trees than God, I think. And God has a lot of trees. Okay, I guess you could argue that these are technically God's trees. We're just borrowing them. But I will leave that to the religious folks to decide. I'm just trying to live the best I can. So yeah, see, that's doing pretty good. Raking up this grass. Not bad for a little rake. That's one thing that we're finding out on the homestead here, right? Is that you don't have to have 10,000 horsepower and equipment that's 5 miles wide. This little stuff is doing us just fine. And we are working on small scale too, but for one person, I mean, we're not trying to feed a nation the way the farmers are. I ultimately have great respect for those guys in every country. But we're just trying to take care of ourselves here. So far, we're doing a pretty darn good job of it, right? Right. I mean, I'm not driving particularly well, but we're doing a pretty good job of it. But it's been fun, you know, running this little equipment out here, nobody to bug us. So far, I think that's the first trip I've had to make back into town, right? So if that's all I have to do, then I'm not going to complain. Now the other question I have is, what am I going to do with this grass once I get it out of the way? I don't necessarily need it for anything. I guess I'll just send it back to nature. Maybe I'll just dump it in the lake. I don't want the lake to become like our personal frickin' dump or anything, you know, but this is grass. It's going to biodegrade. I wish I could turn it into some kind of fertilizer, but I don't see that being an option. Wouldn't even know where to start. Alright, so looks like that's done. Now some of you might have noticed that I'm raking up grass and that I also have a tedder. If you don't know what a tedder is, it just flips grass upside down basically. It's used to make hay. And I think the grand scheme of things, yeah, well, let's talk grand scheme of things for a minute. So, plans I've got for this location. I need to get a power source. That's one of the things that I'm really thinking about. The other thing is you know, I'm not a vegetarian for starters, so I don't see just living on wheat and berries kind of thing. Okay. Well, I've got to unfold this thing. There we go. Turn it on. Drop that head down. Let's see what we got here. Hey, it's working. I tell you, the little tractor, I don't know. I get the feeling like a big tractor would be easier to drive. This one's real squirrely. Anyway, what I was saying is, you know, I wouldn't mind having some bacon and eggs for breakfast in the morning, if you know what I mean. And once I do have the crop portion of this place established, and I think, you know, I think I'll get more comfortable with that once I've got like this field harvested at least one time and I can actually sit there and go, yep, yeah, I think I kind of have a handle on it. Then I might have to think about another trip back to town and maybe bringing in some chickens. It'd be good to have some milk in the morning too. I can always bring in a supply of coffee. God, I love coffee. I've been missing coffee. I had to have some while I was back. But a coffee pot would be great, and having a little milk to put in the coffee would be even better. So I'm gonna have to think about maybe bringing a cow or two up here. What do you think? I know, I mean, this all sounds like, based on where we're at right now and the little bit of stuff we got here, this all sounds like grand plans, I'm sure, but I don't think it's out of the question. I think we can do this. I think, you know, finding a power source or a way to make power, and I kind of think I've got that solved, but I don't want to say too much before I decide whether it's feasible or not. And then getting some other food sources up here. because, you know, I mean, I've got this wheat here. I can use wheat, I think. I think chickens just eat grain, right? So the wheat would feed the chickens. And you know, the chickens will eat wheat. And I got enough seeds to grow wheat until it's coming out of my ears, so that's not even an issue. Yeah, and then maybe bring some other animals up, you know, maybe a few pigs. I don't know anything about butchering animals, but I came out here with the intent of being self-sustaining, and that means learning skills that aren't necessarily something you would normally find yourself even considering doing, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. And that's the mindset I'm going into through all of this. If I have to do it, I have to do it. There's nobody else to do it. And what am I going to do? Go to the local butcher? No, there is no local butcher. There's me. So there it is. That's all there is to it. Well, I think the grass is, well, no, as I come around here and say the grass is pretty well cleaned up. No. Missed a whole bunch. Okay. Oh, where am I going to put this? No, it doesn't matter for the time being. It's not full, and I'm sure I'll have more grass to pick up, so let's just park this up again, and we got to get to loading some wood. That's all there is to it. There's no getting around it. I think I was wasting time because I know how much work that's going to be, but nope, now it's time to get back on it. So we are going to be breaking out the skid steer and the chainsaw and going to work. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. This could either work out or be a total fiasco, but we are going to find out. Keep your fingers crossed. I kind of need it to work out. I don't need any fiascos. I'll tell you, of all the pieces of equipment that I brought, and I feel like I brought quite a bit, this little skid steer has been a lifesaver. You know, there's the old saying, nothing runs like a deer. I'm starting to believe it. After working with this thing, man. I hope I don't end up regretting stacking these logs the way I did. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on, we got this. Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but we'll make it work. I'm beginning to feel the word fiasco was probably more accurate than I wanted to necessarily believe, but nope, nope, nope. Not going to give up yet. That looks down-ish. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to think this maybe isn't the best idea. Well, the fat lady hasn't sung yet, though. This opera's not over. Probably should be. Sometimes no, that's too heavy. Darn it. Alright, well, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to measure this out. It's probably, what, about 6? Yes, between 6 and 7. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'll just measure them, cut them, and load them. What the heck? I'm just trying to find something to speed up the process, but doesn't look like today's gonna be the day for that. Just pile the ends over there. We can turn those into wood chips. Well, I think I'm just going to throw this end piece that I set aside right up on top, and then we're going to run over to the sawmill and see where we're at. Still a huge pile of lumber over there, and at this point I really feel a need to move it all. Because you know what's going to happen if I don't get rid of it now. What's going to end up happening is that it's just going to keep piling up. Not like we don't have room for it, but I don't know. I just want to get it out of here. So, let's take a trip to the lumber mill. That's a heck of a load. Look at that. Almost looks like I knew what I was doing. Alright, this is a long drive, so I will see you when we get over there. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got here. $30 grand, not shabby. Not shabby at all. Was that everything? I saw some log roll. No, we got her all. That's one. How many loads are we going to have? That's the question now. How many loads? I'm going to get back over to the property and load up another trailer. Well, that took a long time. Much longer than I expected it to. That's okay. Work got to get done. Work got to get done. So I think we're only going to get 2 loads over to the sawmill today, which is fine. No problem at all. After a long day yesterday, I'll tell you, I was moving a little bit slow because I feel like I should have gotten more done today, but I'm flagging a little bit, I'll be honest. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Well... I wonder if I can get that out from that trailer. I think I'm gonna have to move the trailer. Well, I better strap these on then. I had one little weird short piece too, and I'm pretty sure I know why, because when I was moving trees at one point, one was kind of wedged underneath a few others, and I ended up having to cut it off. I'm pretty sure that was the tree that I had to cut off. No worries. But I couldn't lift it by hand, and I didn't want to keep it around here, so I just unloaded it into the trailer. Let's see, maybe, can I get this up high enough to just get it on top of the pile, maybe? Because I think it'll sit if I can just get it up there. You know, if I wanted the clamp to hang on to it, it sure as heck wouldn't. Yep, I'm getting tired. Alright. Try it again. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but while I was in town, I got the truck washed. Man, was it filthy, but now you can see it in all its glory. Come on, we can get this. We just need one more log on there, and then we can call it a day. Well, as soon as we go sell them. At least we don't have to unload them. Thank goodness for that. Because as much as I love this little John Deere skid steer, I've been in it for a long, long time today, and I'm ready to call it a day. Let's see. I hope you're all getting a good chuckle out of this. Alright, I might have a plan. Yeah, sure I do. Sure I do. Come on, laugh at me. Go ahead and laugh at me. So, yep, Harv, we've seen your plans before, buddy. It's going this time. Ha ha! All right. Oh, I guess I should put the ramps up, huh? What's going on back there? Oh, I guess it's all right. It just looks weird. Okay. One more long trip back to the sawmill. These look precarious. I don't want to be in a position where I'm fighting with logs to try to get them over into this area, so I'm going to try to move it over just a little tighter. I should back up when I'm tired more. You've seen me do it when I'm not tired. Man. Oh, that one log rolled out. Darn it. Well, that was a better load than the last one, and I'm pretty sure we're short a log. Yep. So I'm going to head on back. I'm going to have some dinner. I'm going to put my feet up and relax after a couple of very long days. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. If you found this episode entertaining, please do me a favor. Click on the like and subscribe buttons down below. And until next time, take care.